If you're renting an apartment or a home and you want to create a smart apartment that works with Apple's HomeKit, then you may not know where to begin. In this video, I'm going to be showing you what you need to get started, devices that are renter friendly and won't cause any damage, plus fun ways to automate your apartment or home. We'll look at devices from over 10 different categories that are also easy to pick up and move if you decide to move into a different home or apartment later on down the road. Starting with the basics, your home network. Whether you're renting or a homeowner, a solid home network is the key to a reliable smart home. While these single router antennas are common, a mesh system offers better future-proofing and flexibility for expanding coverage if you move into a larger home, allowing you to start small and easily add more points as needed. The points will often have Ethernet ports on the back for hardwiring devices or adding network switches, like the Euro 6 Plus I personally use. A Wi-Fi 6 router is ideal for smart home devices and supports IPv6, a setting that is required for devices that use Matter and/or Thread. I'd recommend getting your own router and not using anything by your landlord. This way you can have complete control over the network settings. One essential device to consider when building a smart home that works with HomeKit is an Apple Home Hub. This will allow you to control and monitor devices remotely, run automations, and share device control with others. Without a home hub, you can still control and monitor devices locally with Bluetooth, but it's often slower and less reliable. Apple offers several options for a home hub. There's the Apple TV, which is a streaming device that comes in a Wi-Fi only and Wi-Fi plus Ethernet for better reliability. And there's the HomePod and HomePod Mini, a speaker for playing music and using voice commands. All supported Apple TV 4K models and HomePods act as a Threadboard router and a Matter controller, supporting Thread-enabled and Matter-compatible devices, the new smart home standard for smart home devices that use a more reliable connection, among other features. I like using the Apple TV to automate the lights behind my TV and use it to open a specific show within a streaming app using Homebridge. Let's look at smart plugs. These are great to make everyday devices like fans, lamps, or phone chargers smart. They come in different sizes and styles, from single outlet designs to a larger size that covers multiple outlets. Some smart plugs support Matter over Thread and offer energy monitoring. I've been using these Wi-Fi smart plugs by Maris daily for many years now, though I'm also a fan of these new models by TP-Link. Speaking of TP-Link, they sent me this new smart plug extender that's unlike any other smart plug you've ever seen. It has 6 extra wide outlets for accommodating large power supplies, 3 smart outlets with physical buttons, 3 always-on regular outlets, USB-C fast charging and USB-A ports, plus a holder on top for your phone while charging, along with a light sensor and a night light at the bottom. The extender can plug into virtually any outlet using the optional mounting screws or adjustable post for different sized outlets for a secure fit. It works with all major smart home platforms, including HomeKit, allowing individual control of the smart outlets, nightlight, power and brightness, and a light sensor that can be used in automations. This extender is great in areas like a kitchen or living room if you have a lot of devices that need to be charged, like phones or kids' tablets. I also have a discount code for you guys for the TP-Link Smart Plug Extender that I will leave down in the description below. Regulating temperature in your whole apartment or home is often challenging since you're most likely not able to replace the entire thermostat. There are temperature sensors on the market that can tell you the temperature in a room and can be paired with something like a fan on a smart plug to automatically start cooling the room if the room is getting too hot. Next up is smart lighting for an apartment or a rental home, and there's a few different types. Smart bulbs allow you to control your lights from your phone and are available in white hues or both white and color hues. Some brands, like Philips Hue, are known for their reliability and accurate colors, but do require a hub for the best experience and are pricey. Budget-friendly bulbs are also available that often work with Matter over Wi-Fi or Thread, like Topo and Nanoleaf, varying in brightness, color accuracy, and specific features. Wiz offers a variety of bulb types to suit different light fixtures, allowing you to make more bulbs in your apartment or home smart. Look for a feature that says Power Loss Recovery. This will restore the last light setting after a power outage. This is helpful so you or a significant other is not awakened by a bright light in the middle of the night while you're asleep. Another affordable option is this smart dimmer plug kit from Topo that can turn almost any regular bulb into a smart bulb without actually replacing the bulb. It includes a wireless mountable button for controlling the power and the brightness of up to 2 lamps. Great for lighting fixtures like on a bedside light or living room lamp. It works with all smart home ecosystems using Matter, and in the Home app, you're able to control the power and the brightness of a bulb. This is different than having a smart plug on a regular bulb where you can only control the power. With the Topo dimmer kit, you can control the power and the brightness of the bulb. Smart switches can make existing lights smart without replacing light fixtures, but they do often require rewiring, which may not be allowed by your landlord. A great alternative to this is the Third Reality Smart Switch, which uses spacers to attach over your existing toggle or paddle switch without rewiring. This rental-friendly option physically controls the light switch to make it smart and connects via Zigbee to the Third Reality bridge and supports HomeKit through Matter. It's battery powered and slightly noisy when operating, though it cannot really be heard from far away. So whether you're renting or even a homeowner, this smart switch can make almost any toggle or rocker switch smart and could be used in automations with a contact sensor to turn on a light when a door is open. Speaking of lights, light strips are a simple and easy way to bring a splash of color to a room, either on a wall or behind a TV. There's 2 main types of light strips. There's addressable, which allows multiple colors at the same time, and there's non-addressable, which displays a single color at a time. They come in a variety of sizes, ranging from 6 feet to 32 feet, and most can be trimmed or extended to a specific length, and many support Matter over Wi-Fi or Thread. My personal favorites are the budget-friendly Onvis K1 Chameleon for its reliability in HomeKit that I use behind my TVs, and the Aqara T1, which doubles as a Zigbee repeater to extend the Zigbee range from my Aqara M2 hub that is in another room to other Aqara devices that I have inside and outside for a reliable connection to the hub. I've recently been testing this new light strip by Yeelight that has a sleek all-black design, is addressable to create your own custom design, it has fun preset lighting effects that can also be customized, and it works in Apple Home over Matter, though only basic color and brightness can be controlled through HomeKit. Custom designs from the Yeelight app cannot sync to HomeKit. Now, whenever you are mounting these light strips on either a ceiling or on a wall, you may want to use command strips to not remove paint whenever you remove the light strip. Or you could place them in areas where they don't need to be directly attached to something, like laying them on top of kitchen cabinets. Light strips can also be used in automations, like alerting you if a security system is triggered or if motion is detected. Smart cameras are great for monitoring your apartment indoors or outdoors. Indoor cameras can be placed freely with an adjustable base, mounted with command strips, or some include a magnetic base for mounting on magnetic surfaces. Fixed position models provide a single view, whereas a pan and tilt model allows you to pan around to see more of the room. I find cameras by Eufy to have the best picture quality and are the easiest to use, but other brands do work well too. In fact, I've made a whole video comparing all indoor cameras that work with Apple HomeKit, and I'll leave that video down in the description below if you want to see which camera is right for you. Most cameras offer local storage options for video recording, or paid cloud storage are also available through the manufacturer, and many support HomeKit Secure Video for Apple's cloud recording from the last 10 days. Outdoor cameras often require drilling, which may not be allowed by your landlord. So you could place an indoor camera near a window facing outside. Just make sure it's not viewing any personal property or private areas. Some cameras, like ones by Aqara, include a built-in alarm and double as a hub for pairing other Aqara devices. A privacy shutter is also included on select models and has become a popular feature among other brands for extra privacy. Speaking of privacy, if there's one thing that may not be private, that's your personal information, including your home address and your email address that may be exposed online. That's why I partnered with the sponsor of today's video, Aura, who helps to protect your personal data. I did a Google search for my email address the other day and found it on various data broker sites, and I felt uneasy about the security of my personal information. It got me wondering just how much of my information that's stored online is actually secure. AT&T recently revealed that over 73 million customer records, both existing and former customers, were released on the dark web. Those affected were recommended to use strong passwords, monitor account activity, and consider credit freezes or fraud alerts from credit bureaus. To give me peace of mind about my data being stored online, I've been using Aura, which helps protect my information by monitoring and securing it through a single app. Aura is always on and taking care of privacy concerns in the background, making it easy to maintain security without hassle. If my info was compromised through the AT&T data breach, I would not have to worry because Aura is already protecting me. I really value my privacy, and I think you should too. So if you want to protect yourself online, definitely check out Aura. You can go to aura.com/AdamsTechLife or use the link down in the description below to start your free trial. And a huge thank you to Aura for sponsoring today's video. Now let's look at another way you can protect yourself with smart doorbells. A smart doorbell is helpful for seeing who's at the door or if there are packages on your doorstep, but they often require mounting outdoors, and again, that may not be allowed by your landlord. But if you are able to mount outdoors, there are a few options that work with HomeKit. For hardwiring, the Logitech Circle View and Belkin Wemo are popular choices that support HomeKit Secure Video, but the Ecobee and Arlo doorbells do not. I don't have a hardwire to my doorbell, so I've not tried any of these. I actually use the Eufy Doorbell Dual with dual cameras and have it working in HomeKit using Homebridge. The Aqara G4 is the only battery-powered doorbell native to HomeKit that supports HomeKit Secure Video. The picture quality is decent and viewing angle is not good for viewing packages on a porch, but it could still be a good option for a basic battery-powered doorbell for an apartment or even a home. If you have a peephole at your apartment, there's no native HomeKit cameras that support a peephole, though the Ring peephole can work with HomeKit using a third-party bridge like Homebridge or Hoobs. Smart locks are useful to lock or unlock a door remotely and monitor the status, but most require replacing the inside and outside parts of a door and come with a new key, which is often not allowed by a landlord. Retrofit options, which only replace the interior part, are more renter-friendly and use existing keys. The Smart Lock from August is a solid choice that connects via Wi-Fi to HomeKit without needing a hub. The Level Lock Bolt features a minimalist, sleek-looking design that relies on Bluetooth natively or Wi-Fi using their hub. The SwitchBot Smart Lock, both standard and pro version, are the only renter-friendly options to support Matter with the SwitchBot hub, and is a good budget option if you don't mind the large size. But none support Apple's Home Key, which lets you unlock doors with an Apple Watch or iPhone by just tapping the Smart Lock. For a door inside your apartment or rent-a-home like a home office or bedroom, an affordable option is the new Thorbolt Smart Lock. The lock replaces the actual doorknob, so you actually have to twist the lock to open it. This could be confusing to use at first, and I'd imagine guests could be confused on how to open up the door as well. I do like though that it has a fingerprint reader, a keypad that supports access codes in HomeKit, and a USB-C port and physical key for backup. The design overall is a little bulky, and you have to provide your own batteries, as batteries are not included, which I found to be strange. Nonetheless, this is an affordable option and works over Thread, and I'll be reviewing it soon. Next, let's look at sensors and security alarm systems, starting with contact sensors. These are handy to make sure things like a door or window are closed and can alert you if it's been opened, closed, or left open. Some are super compact, like this one by Aqara, my personal favorite, and some are obnoxiously large that could make it difficult to use in tight spaces. A lot of them support Matter and Thread and don't require an extra hub to work with Apple Home. Just make sure to use command strips when installing these and not the included adhesive, which can easily tear off paint from the walls when removing them. Contact sensors can also be used to automate lights turning on when a door is opened. Motion sensors are also useful for controlling lights. Like when you walk into a room, lights could turn on, and when you leave the room, lights could turn off. They're battery powered and freestanding, so you can just place them on flat surfaces like on a kitchen counter or in a bathroom. Some motion sensors like the Aqara P1 include a mounting base, allowing for more unique mounting placement options. Motion sensors are handy and have their specific use case, but they are not great in automations where you could be in a room but not moving, like in an office working and lights could turn off while you're still working. This is where a presence sensor comes into play, which use mmWave technology to precisely identify human presence in a room versus any type of motion like on a motion sensor. They're especially handy for automating lights in a room. My office lights turn on when I walk into the room, stay on even though I'm not moving much, and turn off when I physically leave the room. There's only a few presence sensors on the market as of this recording. Maris is an affordable option that was just announced and includes an occupancy and light sensor, a pet-proof shield to prevent pets or robot vacuums from triggering the sensor. It supports Matter over Wi-Fi without an additional hub. Aqara makes a few different models that connect over Zigbee to an Aqara hub and work with Matter. The FP1E is their budget line that has adjustable detection range for motion only in a specific range and AI spatial learning for improving detection accuracy. The FP1 is Aqara's flagship sensor that has multi-person detection for up to 5 people, zone detection for detecting occupancy in certain areas of the room, which are also exposed as individual occupancy sensors in the Home app for using in automations, as well as fall detection and sleep monitoring. Now, all presence sensors do have to be plugged into the wall and can be mounted in various ways on the wall or ceiling with rotating heads, and again, command strips are your best friend here. When it comes to security alarm systems that work with HomeKit natively, there are 2 types. There's DIY self-monitoring, where it will not call authorities on your behalf, and then there is professional monitoring with access to local authorities in case of an emergency. All security systems native to HomeKit will have a security system exposed in the Home app for toggling security modes, but these modes cannot directly trigger an alarm to play. You'll need to use a manufacturer's app to customize triggers and alarm settings for each of these devices. As HomeKit does not support configuring or triggering alarms, you can only toggle security modes manually with scenes or automations. Onvis makes a contact sensor with a built-in super loud 120 decibel alarm with customizable alarm sounds and chimes when the sensor is opened. It also has a temperature and humidity sensor and works over Thread. Most of Aqara's hubs have a security system built in, and you can trigger the alarm using other Aqara child devices. Like if a door sensor opened when you're away or in the middle of the night, an alarm could play. Onvis and Aqara are great budget options that do not offer professional monitoring. Abode, on the other hand, offers professional monitoring and a keypad for toggling security modes with pin codes, along with a key fob for arming or disarming remotely that doubles as a panic button. I'll be making a comparison video comparing different security alarm systems that work with Apple Home to see which one is right for you. So if you're excited for that video, then comment the word security down in the comment section below. One device you may not think of is a HomeKit TV. This is essentially a smart TV that works in Apple Home to control the power, switch to different inputs, and control with Siri. It can also be used in automations to automatically switch to a different input and even control lights when the TV is on for ambient lighting. Just make sure to look for Matter or the Works with Apple Home label on the box when buying. If you want to dive deeper and learn more about what HomeKit is, then check out my beginner's guide video right here. And here's another video that I think you guys will like. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.